It feels like it's recently. Well, I think I need new internet is what it is. But I wouldn't say no to a new PC. I do need to upgrade my computer a little bit. Okay. This might not have been the best idea. I'm sort of out of it. Because I didn't realize how hungry I am, but... It might also be the fact that I had 4 donuts and made that poor decision. I made poor food choices that are gonna make me feel bad here, and then... Okay, wait. So, did friend say, hey... Made new thing. Okay, no, got some stuff done, but didn't say anything about pushing some code. So... Yeah, I guess I should say why I'm back on this. But, my friend who is, he went from taking care of his family to, hey, let's finish a portfolio project. So he went from had no time to, hey, let's do this full time. So he's at least getting a lot of stuff done. So I figured I should probably at least finish a little bit of art stuff. I said I was gonna help out with the art stuff. Poor decision on both of our parts, but somehow I think I have more art skills than he does. So, okay. And the thing I was gonna try to do is that I added the textures for some like concrete texture. Oh, is this just a thing? And then I was gonna try to add some kind of graffiti to the planet. Oh, there's just a decal renderer feature. Oh. Okay, so add the decal renderer feature to the render pipeline. Please tell me this has the render pipeline. Please tell me this is not old. And it doesn't have the render pipeline. This is probably old and doesn't have the render pipeline. Ruh. How am I imagining the planet? Basically like if you did a, what is it, like a fisheye lens of a skate park. Is sort of what I'm imagining. Well, basically I just want to take this, what I have here, and slap some graffiti on it. I'd call it effort done. And call it something. Is really the plan. So how am I going to texture the sphere? Well, right now I just have a concrete texture that I'm tiling, that I'm like, that's probably good. That's probably fine enough for now. I'm not gonna... but I was also thinking of, for the graffiti, doing some kind of decal thing, and it's like, oh, well shoot. Apparently Unity just has a decal renderer feature. Although it also looks like it needs the universal render pipeline, which I would hope this is using that. But I'm a little afraid it's not.
Yo, it's Scorpio, and you're locked into Maji Showcase.
Okay, wait, so is there any way I can...
Maji, he's cracked. You know, he produces on his phone. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this dude is in.
Because there's a... what's the menu? There's a menu in here that is the...
Rip your face off.
Or I could just double check and see if... I can find it and make it somewhere, which I kind of doubt. Or it's not even added to Unity, so... okay, so in the project window, select a renderer. Oh, that was the other thing. They say like, hey, do the 2x3. And that's honestly not a bad idea. Console. There we go. Why did it decide to take up the whole screen? That's exactly where I want it. Can you, there we go. Minimize it. No, you're just gonna be a pain.
is up?
There. Now can I drag it to here? Thank you, gee whiz, that took way too long. Okay, save layout.
I love the consequences of my actions. I will do ungodly
Okay.
amounts of terrorism
So.
against you if you rip any of these tunes. So don't.
Now,
Do not
project
test my
settings,
willpower.
graphics.
Please don't.
I always get them back. Yeah, it's true. I might, so, yeah, I started it earlier. I might cut it off earlier so that I can get a little sleep. Actually, like, make some food for tomorrow and stuff before. So it might be on there. Okay. So in the project window, select a renderer. This looks kind of old. Can't tell though. Assets, settings. So let's see if I can find that now.
Magi's 2024 showcase. I want to remind you, if you do any of these tunes, I will personally grind your shoulder into rice. I will pluck your elbow hairs. I will personally make sure you get a paper cut
just any of them? Just a renderer?
All right. Hope you enjoyed.
Had a weird issue with the enemy. Got it all working. Tried the web build and all the enemies were gone. There's a version of Unreal that supports web builds. The web build only supports meshes where any vertex is at most manipulated by 3 or 4 bones at once. One line of 4 vertices had more than that, so nothing rendered anymore. This seems like one of those odd, annoying things. If like it's not until you make it a web build that it. Okay, I was kind of wondering if it was gonna do ads. Yeah, okay. I like the not pre-roll ads, but then a big block of ads to just get rid of them. Then they go away again for a while. Okay, so to do this, in the project window, select a renderer. They have forward renderer here selected, so we're just going to follow what they're doing. Naturally, I don't have a forward renderer. Does it matter which one? What am I using? Is it in the settings?
Hey, this is Andrew, and you're listening
high fidelity,
to
high
Magi's
fidelity,
showcase of
performant,
amazing, dazzling, unreleased material
balanced.
brought to your ears for your listening
Okay, but that's
pleasure.
probably under... Okay, what did I click on? This seems to be more of like a radio thing than a somebody's SoundCloud. Let's try something else. Let's see what this one is. Is this any better? Let's see. Pull that up again. Oh, are you guys noticing the slight upgrades that I did? I did to the stream. I added a border on the, or I added a stroke. I found a plugin that let me add a stroke to the chat, so it's a little more visible. And then I put a shadow on the character just for fun. I don't know if I want to keep the shadow, so. The particle system is also not supported for web builds. Yeah, sounds like you shouldn't do a web build with Unreal. Okay, I was getting distracted, which is easy to do. Okay, so pick a renderer. I thought it said which render pipeline. Okay, URP high fidelity. So do the one that I'm actually using. That would make sense. So the URP high fidelity. And then yeah, I can't expect people to download the game for a game jam. Yeah, it's like ideally if you can do a web build, then do a web build, but if you can't, then yeah, I was sad about that one Snowman Factory game I did. That I selected the high fancy version of Unity, and Didn't realize it didn't let me do web builds and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna be so slow. I had such a long work day, and then I haven't eaten enough. And I decided, hey, let's do a stream instead of, hey, let's eat some food and talk to my friends. Because my friends are online now, too. I was like, wow, they're actually online when I'm online. I could be talking to my friends, and instead I decided to see if I could slap this together real quick. And if my brain were working, it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, the inspector window shows the render properties. Then add a renderer feature. Okay, the inspector window shows the render properties. Add a render feature. So that's not the renderer list. I have friends. I sort of, nah, more like I sort of had friends and then, no, they're online. They're high school friends and stuff that I've somewhat kept in touch with online, but just timing wise, it doesn't really happen. For the most part, no, I don't really have friends. I don't talk to them enough or hardly at all. And, at least in terms of trying to meet people around here. I've gone to meetups and stuff, but not, you know, made like a friend. Just sort of acquaintances. But I think that's acquaintances turn into friends eventually, kind of, sort of, hopefully. Okay, renderer features. Under which? Or is that not a thing I need to worry about? And this is just old and outdated, despite the fact that it's on the Unity. Just the documentation's outdated. Forward renderer, filtering shadows overrides renderer features. Lighting shadows, post-processing quality. I was like, I doubt it's in any of these. I'm in the wrong place? I thought it said click on the... I'm using the high fidelity render, and it has the renderer thing. Oh, URP asset and a URP renderer. Okay. So settings, and then the one I want. Which is what I thought I did, was settings, and then the one that I wanted. The asset at the very top of the currently selected object. Okay. Not the high level thing. Okay. So now I can do add a renderer feature. New render objects. And then here. Add the decal renderer feature to the URP. As in I needed to go get that asset from Unity? Or is that a... See, that's the thing. I learned so much more about Unity doing this stuff than I do doing anything at work. Okay, it's not a package, is it? Okay, am I making this decal renderer? Or am I... Because this says add the decal renderer feature to the renderer. This is just giving me a add a just a renderer. Okay, so let's actually try doing the thing. Oh, decal. Maybe if I just looked there. Okay. So now I have added the decal. Create a material and assign it to the shader graphs. Assign it the shader graphs decal shader. Select the base map and the normal map. Okay, do I have a sprite in here, right? I just kind of put... Yeah, okay, I'll put all sorts of gnomes in here. Okay, so... It said make a material. So this will be just test decal, I guess. Or decal for now. Decal. And then give it the universal render pipeline decal thing? Or where did it say it was? It said it was shader graphs decal. Shader graphs decal. Okay, the base map is going to be that, sure. The normal map, can I get away with not having a normal map? I don't really have anything. Unless Unity has a default normal map, which is what that might be. There's some splat alphas. A skybox. Hey. Probably need a world space shader for the world and walls to make it look continuous. Probably. Okay, so this is not related. Can help with that too. Okay. You seem to be able to help with literally anything and everything. I don't see any other like random normal map thing. What are these even from? I'm like, I don't even... Is this just basic Unity stuff? Okay, so let's just see if I can get away without a normal map. So, the video that you shared, the other game, I think it was, that I don't recall the name of off the top of my head. It was a something and something. Pairs and Perils. Yeah. That looked... Yeah, they did more of the... I feel like it's the difference between Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers and, like, Balatro. Or, there's another one. There's another, like, card-based, but dungeon-based roguelike. And I do think the ones that are a little more abstract are more interesting than, like, we crammed it into another... We took and added another fantasy RPG layer to Solid Tomb. So that doesn't sound familiar to me, but wow, it just gave me a bunch of new tropics. Okay, interesting. Oh, I might have heard of this one. Yeah, okay, I am following the creator. And I guess they're... Oh, it's coming soon. Okay, so they're making it into a bigger thing. Yeah, I think the fantasy RPG thing is fun, but I think it's... I'm not huge on the combination. I like a fantasy setting, but I like that more as it's focused on a fantasy setting as opposed to... Oh, did the getting the Steam page up? That's cool. That's awesome. That's my goal for this year, was to put a Steam page up. Although I think I'm also gonna count, if I get this, if my friend and I do get this onto Google Play, I will also count this as my have something available somewhere kind of portfolio project. Okay, hunger. That's probably good. I need to work on being hungry more often, because I've been eating way too much. I went from that, like, nice 120 back up to I think I'm up over 125 now. So I went from, like, the smack dab middle of normal for my size to over normal at this point, so. Okay. Oh yeah, you need to find a name before getting it on this team. Something better than Boruto, definitely. Decal projector to the game object. Yes, okay. Like I said, you will have to bear with me because I'm slower than usual. Okay, we're just gonna do a decal test. That's what you're gonna be. Yeah, it didn't help that on the way back, my car was also like, hey, guess what? I'm having problems. I'm like, no. I just went to see it. I just went to get the car looked at. Got the tires replaced. Because one of the tires had a puncture in it. And they're like, yeah, it's the alignment on it's a little off. You'll have to come and see us. And then on the way back today, went over a bump and it was just like, oh, yep, the alignment's off. I'm like, this is our due date for stuff at work. I kind of need to go into the office and do stuff. So I'm really hoping I can limp the car in tomorrow and then carpool or something. The carpool would be better if I could contact anybody. Okay, decal projector to a component if I could focus on anything, and that's just not gonna happen, which is why I was tempted to not try to do a project. And I was like, maybe we just do some getting over it, because that's, I think, as much as my brain can handle. But I was like, no, I'm gonna try to do the no break thing. We're gonna try to stretch myself here. No food, go straight from work into another project. And then break myself. Instead of, like, slowly easing myself into doing a little more. No, just straight and then hurt myself. Create a quad game object, assign a decal material. Position the quad on the surface where you want the decal to be. Wait, what? Why would you need the decal material? It sounds like it's just slap an image on a quad and call it a decal. It's like, yeah, that works if it's a flat surface, but that's not. This is my default speed. Some serious attention deficit. It's definitely gotten worse over time. I felt like I could focus for quite a while. And, well, streaming does not help for focus, too. There's a lot of things that are distracting. So. Okay. So did that, in fact. So the normal is not. I do need a normal. Or I need to. Do I need to attach it to the planet? No, okay, so it seems to know that that's there. That's why the attention deficit shines more. I feel like I could sit and focus on things, though. I don't know, because it's one of those things of, like, I know... I've known people that, like, can't even sit and meditate for a little bit, and I'm like, I try to do 5 to 10 minutes of meditation a day. Although it's really just kind of like sitting and being quiet for a certain amount of time, but... Like I said, the attention deficit has gotten worse. Yeah, good luck on your web build. Wait, was this web build for the boss rush jam? Because that's another one of those, like, keep me updated. We definitely want to playtest if there's something to playtest. So. Okay, I slapped an image on this. That's what I'm trying to figure out is there is an image. So presumably it needs a normal map, so we just do that again. That's the normal map. Okay, it's not marked as a normal map. So what if I do that then? If this is marked as a normal map, does that turn it into water? Blueprints? Wonder why that's a hard word for me to say. Okay. Are you, or are you not, yes or no? You don't appear to be having an image. You just appear to be... It's doing the thing I wanted to do. It's slapping a decal on the planet. But, of course not. I feel like that's a challenge, not a common practice, but I don't know. Okay, good mix of both. So, why no image? Is there a... That's the material, and the material has an image. Has some kind of map. So... Unreal could crash on its own just fine. Yeah, good luck if you're using C++. It's definitely harder to use. That requires a lot more babysitting and management. Okay, I didn't mean to, I misclicked. So, why you no show image? Is that I gotta play the game? I feel like I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. And then where is the... Oh, well, okay, so now where's the decal? You are in the middle of the planet. Ah. That's not as helpful. So we drag you up to the edge of the planet. Where the box at? Okay, so there is... I guess I could have scaled up the decal too. So it's still not an image. Okay, I will have to figure out a way to attach it to the outside of the planet, but that shouldn't be bad. The question is, why no image? I would like you to be an image of some kind, so... Not stopping the game and transforming objects. I hit pause, and then I unplayed it again, when I probably could have just left it. And... I think there's probably better ways to manipulate the camera in Unity as well that I still haven't messed with. Yeah, as soon as you typed it, yeah, that tends to be what happens. Okay, it's not like I switch out the image or anything, right? That's not related. Okay, wait, this is PT water. So is there a water texture to go with it? Can you see the decal projector? Sure, we'll just slap a skybox on there. No, that's not the thing. Okay, let's do a Unity image, not one of my dumb images. YouTube. There we go. Can I slap a YouTube decal? Maybe position it properly in the game. I think the size of the planet is, I think that's, I have to generate the decals, because I think the, oh, no, okay, the planet radius doesn't change. Or does it? I tend to randomize all the numbers just a little bit for maximum annoyance. That's the planet. The decal. You come with me. Okay, we're gonna try not to hit play again. We're gonna try real hard not to hit play again. Where? Where you at? Intersect the planet, please. There's the little white square. Okay, so now I can leave that there. This is a shortcut for that? For which thing? Yeah, feel free to throw as many shortcuts at me, so that over time, eventually, after learning it 7 different times, I might actually remember it. So, that doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. Kinda doubted that's gonna do anything. Did it say there was anything specific? Okay, that's all the... Yeah, okay, and this shows like 2 different planes that it's slapping it on top of. Control shift that snaps an object on a surface. Okay. I feel like I've heard that one before, but like I said, in one ear, out the other. Surface object needs to have a collider. Yeah, okay, but the planet does have a collider, so... Only 10 plus C++ classes? Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. Okay, I was zoning out super hard. Like I said, more than usual. What are these PT ground, PT water, project PT runes? Like, this looks specific. This looks like it was for something. And I'm like, I don't know how this would have been added to this. Because this also looks kind of like art, which I'm like, I don't do things that look good. Why am I the art guy for this project? Oops. Oh, it's the URP decal projector. Draw distance. It's got the white box like it's thinking about it. That's the confusing bit. And then I don't think I needed to do anything special for the material though, right? Oh, this is a different set of materials. Polytope Studio. Oh, what? When did I add that? When did that get added? Those are sprite materials. Materials. There we go. Okay, that seems to have stuff, and then you seem to have that. So. Yeah, visual stuff in code just doesn't make sense. Did I assign my own material to the projector? I did, I thought. I didn't. Oh, that was their own default decal. Which I don't know where that was coming from. Okay. Aha. So, problem solved. So now, can I do the anglerfish? And we get rid of the normal map. Okay. I think you made a YouTube video showing that? That's cool. Yeah, that's still the hope. That's still the direction I want to head, is doing YouTube videos. But it's not going to be starting at the start of the year here. It's looking more and more likely that I'm going to try to finish other projects and then maybe switch into doing more YouTube experiments. Okay, so then is this a tiling thing? Is this a width? So what if I make it real big? Aha, it's looking better. Okay, huh. That's not what I thought this box was. Okay, so if I do width, that does that. If I do height, that does that. What about the other one? Is that supposed to be this? That. Oh, okay. I'm just width, height, and depth, right? I'm used to a different word there. Okay. So is this image just huge? This image is just huge. Rotate the projector so it's looking... So it's forward looking at the sphere. Ah, that would help too. So... Aha. That. There we go. Arr. Okay. Big fish. Can I go find it? It's on the light side of the planet. Light side is... Again, I'm just kind of hoping that I'll... Where's the sun? Oh, there's some more light. And... Aha! There we go. Big fish. Oh! It does texture itself onto anything that's there, too. The fifth help of the day? As in helping other people, or there was 5 things you had to help me with already? Because I could also see that being the case. Okay, so... Rendering layers. Light layer default. Aha. It didn't immediately break everything, like I would have expected. Okay, so the planet is on the default layer, the hoverboard parent is the, change the project to using rendering layers first. Taking the screen from the camera, rendering it to a texture, and displaying the texture with the projector. While removing the object you look at to have it projected to the ground. A bit like it's on a superluminal. That's cool. Yeah, I know. I messed with that for one project, doing like a top-down map. Which is also kind of funny, because the big red X on the map was literally just a very large object way up in the sky. Oh, enable rendering layers for decals. The receive decals. Okay. As in, I need to add a receive decals thing, or okay. So that was you. Yeah, what was the... Did it say rendering layers, or what did it say it was? Rendering layers, receive decals. So it's add just a rendering layer? Okay, just add a... You can name the layers. Yeah, okay, so it's just add another layer. And then did it say where? Because I'm like, hey, I'll leave all those light layers, I suppose. Go to the URP asset and see if rendering layers are enabled. As in the object that I'm trying to attach them to, or this URP asset. This thing. Oh, I can see the chat going. Okay. Decal. Use render layers. Aha. There we go. First one, check the other one too. Check the URP asset too. Yes, okay. There was... I guess, wait, yeah, this. No, what is that? Under the rendering tab. Back to the other one. Depth texture? Try showing additional properties. Where? I really do need to add a click maps on my stream. That's the just rendering, quality, etc. Find rendering. As in like the window? Rendering. Check inspector categories. Oh, it was that. Okay. No, they just popped out the thing I was looking at. The inspector, find the rendering category at the top. In the inspector, the rendering category at the top. Well, because I clicked on that, and it took me back to here, which I clicked that one. So that's not it. And then there's another 3 dots next to that. Show additional properties. Show all additional properties. Let's look at all of them. There's so many 3 dots because they're there, and they're there, and they're there, and they're there, and... Okay. Okay, I think I found the right one. Okay, I need to get a click maps. I upgraded some of the stream stuff. I definitely need to add a like click on the stream. So that'll require a few less curse words. If I go to graphics. I should not have done this today. I like to think that this would go faster if I had more brain power, but core render pipeline. Shader graph? I was like, oh, you said graphics. Are you talking the editor preferences instead? Which is preferences? Or is that a different preferences menu? Did that pop up anything? Okay, so you're saying the bigger, you're not saying in this menu anymore. You're saying in here now. To check this, to see if this has rendering layer names. Under graphics, rendering layers. So then I could add the whatever Unity had. Receive decals. That's all it had, right? Or was there other numbers I needed to mess with too? Well, I guess I can add that. Yeah, I was like, well, we'll just add this at least, because that's what Unity had. Okay, so I have the layer there, and then this... I didn't seem to need anything else. Okay, wait. The issue was just trying to get this... So now the planet... I can do... No, the... decal? I can do... receive decals. Change the layers now. So then the planet layer. Okay, wait, so was it look at the mesh renderer. The mesh renderer. Layers are not rendering layers. Rendering layer. Aha. Okay. I'm getting the collision layer stuff mixed up with the, yeah, okay. Aha. There we go. Sweet. That only took forever. And then I don't know how much of this lasts in the, ooh, I should do like a clapping emote. Like a congrats emote. That's a good idea. Because I do want to add some more emotes to the end.
Clock is ticking. My thoughts are conflicting.
Okay, I have an emote list somewhere. I suppose there is a yay. I think a clap like congrats is a... Is it still loud? It seems it's lower than I usually have it, I think. Okay, just wanted to do a note of congrats, possibly. There, or clap. Something like that. Okay. Oh, wasn't expecting singing. It's just on a random whatever this person's playlist is, so... Oh, okay. Apparently it was a bunch of chill music, and then, yeah, you get down far enough into somebody's playlist, and suddenly it's something else entirely. I mean, it does look like it's getting into singing anime stuff. I don't know if doing something a little more upbeat would be a better idea or not. I just tend to like chill and happy. It's what I aspire to be, even if I don't necessarily hit it all the time. There we go. Now let's put on something that is neither chill nor happy. Okay, so I guess it'll be a good test as to... Okay, because I do want to save this, but I can't save it because it's in play mode. Alright, can? It's not complaining. Yeah, okay, you must exit play mode to save the scene. So, save the scene. Save. I'm assuming the render layer stuff I did lasted unsaved. So, decal test. No, you didn't. Okay, but that stayed. So now you are received decals. The planet mesh renderer is received decals. And then the decal test should be, I think, like 1, basically, right? And then I'll make it a bit bigger. No, it was like, or was it? Oh, I need to rotate it as well. Control Shift. Well, I think the problem is that the planet is... If I put it on the edge of the planet right now, the planet's gonna balloon in size. So it's not gonna... Oh, wait. No, it's not, it's parented to... If I parent it to this? No, it's... I don't think that's gonna change the scale of it, though. Oh, and then I needed to rotate it so that it is facing So I need to rotate it down. Around this, like that. Is that the direction? Well, let's just hit play and see what I goofed up. Okay, Control Shift when dragging the object. Oh, wait. It's a decal test. Hey, you're there. And then I need to... It's not gonna let me do it here, is it? 75% mental state of change to a Windows-only build. Oh, just tried the web build and got the problem loading your project. Yeah, okay. File not a link, don't press it. Well, it wouldn't even let me anyway. And I as much as I just tend to click links, I don't click all the links. There's a little bit of thought in it. Not a lot. There's not a lot of thoughts that go through my brain, but you know, occasionally. Once in a blue moon. And the moon is pretty full right now. I don't think it's a full moon just yet. I think it's just very close to a full moon. But it's almost a full moon. About to have another thought. You were not attached to this was the issue. I called it decal despite the fact that it was not a decal. Okay, so better? Closer? Maybe? Kinda, sorta. That was looking like it was there. And then the other test is... that. So that seems to be over top. Okay, let's do a bigger decal. See if that's a little easier to do. Just to make sure that the decal is only applying to the planet and not to all of the everything. Kind of neat that it can do that. Okay. So that is confirmed only on the planet. So now, I think the fun part is... So now we make you... We'll do graffiti, except I don't know how to spell graffiti. It's not it. It's such a weird word. Okay. Graffiti, as in like spaghetti. Okay, 2 F's. I keep wanting to make it spaghetti. It is not spaghetti. I'm just hungry. Pasta sounds so good. I always want like the heaviest foods. And this is why I'm getting fat. It's because I want the heaviest foods. It's like just eat a bunch of... Wow, I was just eating a bunch of carrots recently. It doesn't fill you up though. You're doing keto. I shouldn't have said pasta. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm the guy that ate 4 donuts today, so I'm not the person to talk about food. So, as in, are you doing the like just eating a bunch of chicken kind of keto and chugging olive oil? I know that's what Dog does. If he's still doing keto, I don't know. He's also done streams of like pasta that's spaghetti graffiti. Man, as much as I love noodles, I don't think I've done like a fan art of noodles. Although that makes me think of the Cyanide and Happiness video of how much do you love noodles? Sings a long song about noodles. How much do you love noodles? Cuts to a guy just plowing the heck out of a bowl of ramen. That's like a deep pull on the cyanide happiness stuff. I feel like there's some other stuff that gotta. Oh, a daily meal box. Okay. Don't eat much pasta, but had some spaghetti that really hit the spot. I tend to eat too much pasta, and I always, and yet somehow have spaghetti and pasta that always hits the spot. Because my sister was concerned about my consumption of pasta, but I'm like, I don't eat meat. I don't eat, or I don't drink alcohol. I tend to like, my splurge tends to be pasta. My indulgence, there we go. I'm somehow running slower than usual. Okay. So there's some kind of graffiti thing. And then... yeah, because then I could turn these into ads. Giant planet-sized ads. That sounds like a good idea. Then we'll get some big old billboards going. Make a planet just full of ads. Had noodles today. Everybody's eating noodles. It's better than what I had. Although the reason I was eating 4 donuts is because, oh, we're doing a big release at work. Gotta bring donuts. And then it was like, well, free food. I gotta eat all the free food. So, I could send a bunch of billboards that we used for Rider Funk. I don't think I actually want to go in that direction simply because of the fact that there's a bunch. Well, I don't know. You could almost like do stunts off of the side of a billboard or something. I think that works better for like parkour. But stop torturing Brainoid with food talk. Oh, especially if you're just getting boxed meals too. You're not even like making a food decision. It's just sort of the food arrives and I eat it. It's probably a good way to eat healthy, but it's, I think, a less fun way to eat too. Okay. So I want to do a game object that is Gnome decals. We're gonna call them decals because that's a whole heck of a lot easier than graffiti. Oh, I could, well, I don't know. Maybe, no, let's just change it. We're gonna call them all decals because that's easier. Man, I hate it when it starts to get later and I start to wake up when I'm like, I'm supposed to be falling asleep. I'm supposed to be feeling more tired and I feel more awake. It's probably simply because I said spaghetti and pasta and suddenly I'm like perking up. Ooh, food? Where are you? You should be renamed. I dislike this. I made a bad decision. Decal. That's a whole heck of a... That's shorter and easier and... There we go. Okay. So now... I want to have a number of decals. And then I need the game object for the decals. I guess... No, wait. Actually, I do want to do a list of game... Yeah, because I'll do the same thing. Decal prefabs is not a bad idea, but we're just going to call it decals because that's quicker to type, despite the fact that it's going to type for me. Okay. So, let's just follow what I'm doing here. Num ramps, num decals. It's, same idea. Yeah, you should be getting more tired but feel more awake. Only happens literally every day. It's times of day for me. It's definitely like that, like... It's because it's like if I stay up a little too late, then suddenly I start feeling more awake. It's like that. It's like sleep cycles and stuff. Like it comes in waves. Man, it just absolutely sucked last night. Where I think I was stressed enough that I didn't sleep super well and woke up a little bit. And then when it hit 5 o'clock and I had gone to bed, I went to bed at 9 o'clock because I was like, I need to sleep so that I'm ready for the project. And then I didn't fall asleep until like 9:45 or something. So I was just laying in bed for 45 minutes. But I've also been going to bed closer to like 10, so I think my body was not ready for going to bed at 9. Want to be able to choose when you're tired and when you're not? How convenient. I know the best thing that's worked for me is just being very consistent with a sleep schedule. It just sucks because it's like you have to be just like when it hits a certain time, you go to bed, you wake up, you like just are very picky about it. And then like I said, I'm like, oh look, my friends are online. Well, I gotta sacrifice my sleep at least a little bit, or otherwise I will not talk to anyone, ever. I'll just sit in my room, mostly alone. Just because streaming is like, I guess there are people who yell at me, but... Okay, it's like I don't want to copy this, but I want to do the same kind of thing. Oh, yeah, okay, I don't want to copy this. Let's not copy this. Let's actually use some brain cells. No, boo. Okay, so I want to instantiate a game object that's a decal clone from... That's... Oh, wild when it just picks it up like that. I don't know why you needed a comment for instantiate there. So how are you doing it? Oh, you did. You just copied what I did. It's not the best idea, but it's certainly an idea. I guess I could keep a list of decals, but this will just instantiate them. Oh, well, I think I am changing the transform of the ramp, right? Oh, no, I'm just doing a list of points here. Here, I want this to be... Well, you had it, and I hit tab to select it. It's still it's gonna take a long time for that to not wow me every time it happens. It's gonna be a long time to not be amazed by that. Okay, I don't think the math is actually correct, but I like the idea. I think it's headed in the right direction. I don't think I actually made it so that it's that easy. I think I made it more difficult than that. Much to my annoyance. So we're gonna add 10 of these mother flipping things. And then you are a ramp. That's not what we're doing right now. Decals. How about one of them? We got one of them decals going. I mean, I guess I could just switch out the texture on the material. Why do I have these? Sprite materials. Then I have these materials. Always at the maximum confusion. The base map. So if I switch out the base map, I make a script on the decal to switch out the base map. Or I could have the spawn switch out the base map. I mean, that's not too hard to do, right? So decal clone. Get the material components and switch out the image. Not a bad idea, but we're doing the texture scale? No. How about the is it the get texture or okay, the decal object is here, decal. Material. Years of using Unity and still think material is a component. Hey, I haven't used Unity well. I only just now switched into a 2x3 layout instead of a default Unity layout, so I have learned nothing in the many, many years that I've used Unity. That is the sad thing. URP decal projector has a material available. Yeah, that's what I was getting there. It's always a process. It's never it never I was like, I just figured out recently, I just went and did a reaction time test and realized my reaction time is below average, so I'm like, I am not a smart man. If that is what you were expecting. I am... And it's one of those things, too, where it's like, yeah, okay, I don't think... Like, I think just genetically, like, it's not... Not gonna happen for me. Is this not a thing? Do I need to do a using? Or is this not what I'm thinking? Better late than never. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, is that eventually I can learn something. So. URP decal projector. So is this not a thing that I can access? This feels like it should be a thing I can access, but it's also not immediately popping up with a using here. Because I don't even know what using it would be. Using render or something? Using... Okay, and then I could also... It's probably decal projector. It is decal projector. Okay, so it doesn't have the URP. And then something like using text actually does have the extra like letters and stuff on it. So it's not consistent. But I think the text was also made by a different set of people and then folded into Unity. But there's also a lot of stuff that is done by other people and then folded into Unity. Set the material back to itself. It's confused. that's a bad guess. That's not a good guess. Oh, okay, so then I had a random list of decals. So that was either I could do a bunch of decal objects or I could do a bunch of different materials. I think I kind of like the idea of doing materials instead, so. Material set texture, base map texture. See, but then when the code just shows up. I'm like looking for the fastest option, and it's like there's no rush on this. This was a goal for the end of the year, not a not equals to a thing. And then the texture being a list of textures instead of this. I like the idea of cutting down on game objects, but I don't know if that matters much. I don't know what is most efficient, so... So then now, instead of this, it's just a decal. You don't even exist anymore. Okay. I never know where the line is between, like, I should push myself to get something done, or you're not in a good headspace, you're not in a good spot to be pushing yourself, and you'll break yourself. I have absolutely no clue where that line is. I've never figured that out. Okay, I guess it'll give me a list of textures then. I think changing materials is a better approach, but mention changing the texture, so helping with that. Well, okay, if you're thinking changing materials is a better idea. Actually, yeah, because then... Because then I can change more pieces at once instead of just the picture in the material. So now we'll do a list of materials. So use shared material instead of material. Okay. I'm so glad you guys are here so that I can actually learn anything about what I've been trying to do for a long time. This is the other reason that I wanted to do video stuff instead. It's because I feel like I've kind of failed at making games, and that I should change tack and decal projector's not a render. It's I don't believe so. Back to you, right? Yes. Decal projector is a decal projector. Not super familiar with the stamp icon there, so. But keep in mind to use shared material and other render objects like mesh render, skin mesh render, sprite render. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be good to remember. So, not shared material for this one in particular. And then I wanted a list of materials for just decals. Materials. Decals. Some of this is like, I know, now that I know, it's like, okay, my brain does run slower. Maybe I will just run at my pace of my brain instead of what I hope that it is. And so now Codium, you're free to do. Now you don't. Now you're not gonna do it. There you go. Okay. So now the material on there is whatever from this random list of decals, which is a bunch of materials. So that if I want to change the material and make like really shiny graffiti, I can. Something custom that directly inherits from mono behavior. Yeah, okay, and it's another 3-minute ad break. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird because it was making a little money for me. Like the ad breaks are doing something for me, like right when I turned it on, and now they don't seem to be working as much. So we'll see. Because of like, if they don't make me any money and they're long and obnoxious, I might get rid of the ads. Okay, so hopefully that's, if I add a bunch of decals, then that should give me 10 decals. Oh, we'll see if that actually is on the planet or not. And then they're probably also not going to be projected in the correct direction because they need to be rotated to point at the planet, but that's okay. So feel like programming is one of those things that kind of snowballs as well. So like the more I get done, the more I feel like I'm getting done. The more I feel like I can do. Okay, so we're gonna just do decals. We're just gonna make a whole pile of decals. We're gonna put you in there. So then you are actually going to be gnome or fish. Okay, and then we're gonna do another one of you with a different gnome. So, alien gnome. Give me another one. Okay, I lied. Don't do that. If you're gonna just lag out and die. Oh. If you're just gonna crash entirely. Really? Just because I copied a material? I keep picking up my water bottle. I'm like, I have more water, right? Oh, well, now that the ad's over, now I'll go grab water. I can be totally out of sync. Yeah, okay, so that was Unity completely exploding. Yeah, and I'm only gonna be around for another half an hour. I'm gonna call it quits early so that I can make a lunch for tomorrow and prepare for tomorrow and try to go to bed earlier. So that I can get up early, so that I can then limp my car to the office and back. Yeah, because I couldn't just drag it into the dealer to get the car looked at, because they were like, oh yeah, we need to order this part. So shoot, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to call right when I got back, and I didn't do that. So I guess that's tomorrow sometime. I will call them and get that scheduled. Hopefully. Or forget in the stress of work and then... Okay, so... Back to... Excuse me, the layout that I had. That's gotta be like a... Preferences? General, maybe? Layout? Or does this have like a... I don't think I'll worry about it right now. I wanted to finish testing my materials before it exploded. Okay, so that was under the there we go, the objects here. Here, decals. I had the materials folder going. That's when I exploded it. Okay, well, I have two of them. If it's gonna explode again, let's not mess with it. So we're gonna do just you and you. Okay, so then there should be 10 of them? 10 decals. Like I said, I don't know that they're going to be at the right height to be attached to the planet. I don't think they're going to be in the right, pointing in the right direction. But there's some sense of images. I never did this. That would help. I always have to forget the attaching the game object. And then I'm gonna want to eat. Ooh. That's very large. There's an alien. Ooh, and there's another alien. Aha. So that's 2 aliens. Yeah, okay, they're definitely not pointed in the right direction. Is that a 3rd alien? Okay, well at least they're colliding, they are intersecting the planet correctly. Oh, that's some other problem. I'm not fixing bugs right now. I'm adding features instead. And that feature is more bugs. So, now the question is, how do I rotate this? So how do I get this to point at the planet, basically? Or I call it I have half an hour. I can still work on this for half an hour, so I can improve it for that long. Yeah, okay, it definitely needs to be improved because that's stretched all funky, but okay, so size-wise though. You. Oh, so some of those are just barely clipping into the planet. Okay, so that's why it's getting kind of... Yeah, the direction that it's facing and the... Okay, wait, where is the... Oh, the rotating this might fix the problem of it not fully intersecting with the planet as well, right? So if I rotate this, the bottom of the box. Yeah, okay. So then I might have to do like some kind of offset or something, but... So now the big thing is pointing... Well, okay, wait, and is that rotating the whole object? Or is that rotating the decal? This is rotating the object, right? So I just need to do a transform.lookAt? It is just... Yeah. Okay, so I can just do a... Or is it vector 3 to look at? I can never remember which one's which. So decal clone dot look at transform dot look at. It is transform. Hell yeah. It is the transform of the planet generation is fine. So this may or may not look in the correct direction. Doing another build, web build. Yeah, and if it explodes, get it upgraded instead. That sounds like a good idea. Like, yeah, you don't want to spend all of your time just fighting with web builds. Or I guess you can just downgrade the visuals of the game a bunch too. No rigid body or no what, a bunch of bones and mapping, and then no project or yeah, particles. I'm not here right now. Please leave a message after the tone. Yeah, then there was no tone, so no messages, please. Okay, so this seems to be projecting in the correct direction. But I also feel like there should be 10 of you. And it doesn't feel like there's 10 of you. Unless even big pictures is still hard to, Okay, so you're there. So you're there. So you're... Oh, y'all are overlapping each other. Which is, that's fine for now. I ain't gonna get that picky about that. Plus that really works with the whole, like, graffiti thing, too. Okay, so no, this is working a lot better than I would have thought. These are pointed in the correct direction. And, okay. Well, then let's just make a bunch of them. Well, I thought this was going to take me a while. And it didn't, so... Wait, these are just basic materials, right? I didn't do anything fancy, so I can just do create material, right? If it exploded when I tried to copy-paste it. Now I'm a little afraid of doing that. Shader graphs decal. Oh, I did. Okay, so it is shader graphs decal is what I got. Like, I'm using. Okay. Do I have anything that looks like graffiti? That's probably what I should be using instead of pictures of gnomes. Although I might just stick with gnome pictures. I spent a while doing this. We're gonna use these for something. Well, again, this is not really. Okay, I can just yeah. Okay, what the heck? I just want you to paste. Why the heck you not gonna paste it, you dumb? Okay, just one more on the two. I'm running so slow, and I don't run fast to begin with. My legs are too too short for that. Back to you. Now I want to go and slap that on there. Okay, that's 8 of them. What the heck? It's not what I clicked. Give me 8. Oh, they're all called gnome fish. What? Well, no, I should rename them if I'm gonna use them. If I'm gonna stick with using them, I don't know that I'm gonna stick with using them, but it's already downgraded a lot. Downgrading even more would go into 8-bit color space with reduced resolution or something. I mean, you could slap like a pixel render texture or whatever. You could reduce the resolution of the game scene. I didn't add them to the thing, did I? No, I did. Yeah, because I think that's like something like that one game. Lethal Company. Jeez, it's just the I'm running so slow. Lethal Company, I know it does like hides some stuff using or a short hike. A short hike also hides some stuff using just lower resolution. Although I don't know what they I don't know if that's the vibe of the game. If you're talking like a first-person shooter, if you're doing 360 no scopes in a first-person shooter, I'm assuming you'll probably want to aim for higher resolution. Okay, so here's all sorts of different thingamabobs. Let's do a what is this? Gravity test. Let's do a video. Let's do some screenshots or something. October and September. Yeah, now 13th of January. I am surprised to be going back to this. Right, it's every time I have a plan, it gets thrown off. I'm just like, I want to do YouTube videos. Let's do anything but. Whoops. But it's also a matter of finishing projects too, where I'm like, I started a whole bunch of things. Like maybe I should think about finishing them. Maybe one day. Can you just tell me where that is? I don't want to go look for it. I don't remember where the here and then here and then here and there and then there. Yeah, okay, it ain't even 8 o'clock. Also, you just made a new folder and you didn't do a build? I didn't hit the build button. Oh, gotta get hit with the yawn. Make a banana that spins and you click it. It makes you have to defeat it by clicking enough. Doing that in an hour should be easy enough. Yeah, that would, I mean, you could use the banana PNG from the, or I guess there is a whole bunch of bananas in the banana game on Steam, but yeah, that's definitely an idea for doing a quick, because when is the boss rush? I thought that was like a longer one. That's like a month-long one that started at the beginning of the year, right? Oh, this is another one with a prize pool too. I don't think I've actually done like a win money. Yeah, okay, so still 20 days. Yeah, I still have the end till the end of January. So are you talking doing an hour-long thing just as a a backup? I don't know that you need to do a man, I just am tempted. It'd be so fun to do like that Pong Kirby game and just make bosses for that. Okay, but there's been way too much time wasted. But that's all I do anyway, so. Why are you not showing up in the... So I hit build. Oh, the build is exploding, that's why. So why is the build exploding? heck? Why is this exploding? Is this because it's got links in it? Is that what it's mad about? Is that what it's unhappy about? Build does not exist in the namespace? What? Okay, you are distinctly failing, right? You're not just... Okay, so it is distinctly failing. Missing prefab asset, basic planet. Okay, well then get rid of it. If it doesn't exist, then get rid of it. Okay, so now are you gonna be happy? No. Well, okay, now some other stuff exploded. Why? I deleted a thing that was not even existing. It didn't exist, and now you say, oop. Oh, that is the song about the hoverboard broke. What is trying to use? Unity editor build content on the hoverboard. Okay, well then don't use it. It's not being used anywhere, right? I was like, I don't think I did this one. This was... Right? Yeah, hoverboard I didn't mess with. Okay, so... But it also doesn't seem like it had that many issues if I removed that. This still runs, right? No, this seems to not run. It's the thing that was not being used. Is that... Okay, can I undo that? There. Can I put this back? It's like, that's not doing this, right? So then I hit run. It's a missing prefab. It's not like a... There's example planet. Great, now I broke everything. I guess I could just run this in full screen and then do screenshots that way. What do you fluffing mean? I deleted something that didn't exist and I put it back. And now you're like, oops, everything's broken. What? If it works now, may still need to make just one level as like a demo and a web build, and the rest of the migrate to UE5 and rework some stuff and add more levels as a full version Windows build. Well, is this one of those ones that like they specifically ask you to have a web version? Or... Yeah, you disappeared for 10 minutes and everything exploded. Is this one that asks for a web version specifically, or is that just something you were aiming for? Because I think you can get away with not having a web version. Especially like if you're making a big fancy game, I think you can get away with not doing a web version. I think if you're doing a very simple looking game, then yeah, it'd probably be better for a web version, but... What do you fluffing mean? I deleted something that didn't exist, and then I put it back. And then you said, oh, everything exploded. Planet position. Was it attached to this? It should be attached to this, I would assume. Yeah, okay, so it didn't specifically ask for web build, but yeah. I understand the idea of a web build. It's nice to have. And like I said, I was very bummed that a game that I intended to be for a web build, I clicked the high definition Unity render pipeline, and that doesn't let you do web build. Okay, so who doesn't have the thing? The attractor of camera follow. On the hoverboard? Planet. Is this planet? Honestly, that should be set in the spawn, like, prefab thing, right? Okay, so maybe that's why the basic planet was still there. So. Yes, okay, well. It's because I tried to run a build, and then the build said it wouldn't run, and then I deleted this missing prefab, because I was like, it's missing anyway, nobody's using it. And then, now I'm getting all sorts of errors. On main camera? Attractor. So now you, then, I suppose. Are you the problem child? Can't do much. I'm beyond help at this point. I always afraid that that day would come. And I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Okay, so that's... Let me just make sure there's another decal that's a different thing. Yes. There's a nice creepy clown gnome there. Okay, so now can I delete this missing prefab that doesn't exist and not have it explode? Okay, so now... No. Why is everything referencing a game object that doesn't exist? What do you... What? I don't want to keep it, though, because the build breaks. Right? Gravity sphere collider. I guess it just says missing prefab. It doesn't say it's missing. Okay, so then can I prefab basic planet? Do you exist? Okay, we're gonna do basic planet, or planet basic. And we're gonna pull these into here. Oh, I guess that's what the scale is. What even is this? I don't know what this is. Okay, so does... This doesn't... This the thing is, this doesn't look like it exists anywhere. So who was calling this? The hoverboard was looking for... body position or something? Hoverboard. So not example planet, maybe this one? We're just slapping things together because I don't want to actually think. What code does it have that prevents the build? Okay, so now this seems to be running without errors. Finally. Okay, so now we get rid of you. Oh, wait. That's not a finally because I wanted to get rid of that one. So now... There we go. Finally got rid of the load-bearing missing prefab thing. So now to answer the question as to what explodes in the build, it is when I hit run on the build, it tells me I went and got water and then I poured it. There we go. We'll see if this is new or if this is what it was doing earlier. The package manager? It's like, I feel like there's just usings that shouldn't be there because they, Yeah, remove Unity editor package manager. These aren't mine. I didn't do these. And even if they were mine, I'm not gonna take ownership. I don't think I did this. Pretty sure this is Grant's work, not mine. Yeah, I don't know why there's a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, okay, no, it's definitely his. It's got... I can point the blame there anyway. Okay, so... What about test CS? Did it also say it was having issues? These all looked like they were kind of, Oh, yes, okay, test CS did say. We're just getting rid of these usings that don't seem to be doing anything. Yeah, this is why I got into the habit of doing builds, so that I'm not doing this at the end. Is he a worse programmer than me? He got a master's degree in programming, so hopefully not. But I don't know. He also hasn't done programming in quite a while, which is why we're doing a portfolio project. So that he could prove that he could program. Because he's just been caring for his family for months. So... Less than half the size. Let's see if Itch says it's too large. Yeah, that always sucks. I was a little bummed because I got a channel trailer going, and then I had one that I had made a while ago, but then it was like, a minute and a half is too long. I'm like, that doesn't seem like it's that long, but okay. So I had to cut it down to a minute. We'll see if anybody actually even notices that there's a channel trailer. But it was also like just a minute of clips, so. And unfortunately, they're all with the old model, so I'm like, yeah. I gotta get a new clip compilation. I also need to clip my, Unity programming work and stuff too. Snooze 2 of 3. I never used a snooze. Why is it saying there's a snooze that I can use, that I used? It just has a billion plugins enabled by default. Interesting. And I would assume they're not super useful plugins, or else you wouldn't be disabling them. Okay, and it seems like the build is running quicker, but who knows. And then it just lags out. Okay, well, these are big decals and not, naturally. But I'm trying to look for decals to run over. Okay, I could just pick any of that. Oops. No, just die. Oh, and it's 8 o'clock. Yep, it's definitely time for bed. Time to call it quits. Or rather, probably time to snack on something and then go to bed. So. Oh, Fregward. I think you've liked Fregward before. 72 megabyte Unreal game. Ooh, got a working project running. Hell yeah. Congrats. So that you could actually get your web demo running. That's gotta feel good. Yeah, and so feel free to, like I said, I would like to play what you make. If you've got 20 days still, I'm assuming there's a lot more to be done, but whenever you need playtesting, I am ready and willing. Okay, so that was a video, right? Yes, okay, so now I can just... Wow, I actually have something to post on social media. It doesn't happen much these days. And then I won't have any time to post anything on social media because I will be busy going to work tomorrow. I really need to pull up, like, I have fun listening to music driving to the office, but, okay, there's parts of this I can, dropped a link on Discord, but it's secret for now. Okay. Well, see, now you got me tempted to stay up just a little bit to try it out, just so you can get some initial feedback, especially if you're going to pass out soon here, too. Since it's probably like 2 in the morning or something. We're coming up on 2 in the morning. Okay, well, sure, whatever. We'll just say that's good enough. Okay, so... yeah, okay, 2 in the morning. Okay, well, I'll give the game a quick playthrough, and then we can both go to bed. If Discord will load. It's all work in progress. It's a good mindset to have. It's all work in progress. Oh, and this is a thing of, like, if I press to full screen this, will it explode? Oh, I guess it does have a full screen. So, full screen. Happy Halloween! I guess that's accurate for the assets I was using. But, hello, hello. I'm literally about to go to bed, but thank you for the follow. Okay, enemy AI is currently being worked on. Slow motion post-processing effect not working in browser will be replaced. Jump off the map to reset for now. Okay. And I believe the idea was 360. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so that's 360 slow-mo. I love the cute little squids. Did that not... So then, okay, and I can't do 360 that away. So now, is it easier to do 360 like that? Aha! So then, can I stare at the sky? Aha! That doesn't... I doubt that that's intended. But that is maybe faster? I'm not sure if that's faster than doing a full 360 like that. Did I make this? No, this is Phil XD there in the chat. Was doing this for the Boss Rush Game Jam, which the theme was spin. So the idea was to reload, or spin to reload. With an interesting, oh, and then I can jump off the map to reset. Yeah, so like I said, I'm still not sold on the spin to reload. But oh, I guess as an intro for me, I attempt a lot of Unity game development and pixel art on Monday, Wednesdays, and then Fridays I just play whatever, typically. But I don't know, typical has not happened in quite a while, so. Oh, okay. So that's how you jump out of the map. I was kind of curious because it said jump out of the map to reset, so I was like, this should be possible. Oh, but then I have to reload again, so then I can do... So then I can do that. Aha! There we go. Huh. A game dev, and sometimes I look and watch him do smart boy things on his smart boy computer with his smart boy brain. Well, I'm not really many of those things. I'm not really any of those things. Cause I like to, I do not think I'm smart, and I like to think I'm more than a boy and closer to a man. But I think just my stature and my voice is probably closer to boy than man, unfortunately. Okay, so 360. Oh, and then the slow-mo. Yeah, I don't know that the slow-mo is super necessary. And like I said, I think the 360 is just kind of closer to tedious. Yeah, and I also don't know if you want to check the, you know, whether you're doing this kind of thing or whether you're doing this kind of thing. Because like I said, my first instinct was to look up to and try to keep that faster. I feel like you can, if you can get some kind of rhythm going with it, I think that might make it feel good. I don't know. Right now, my inclination is that it's tedious, but I am also down with having my mind changed. I mean, the shooting is feeling fun enough. I'm like, just shooting the enemies just fine and jumping out of the map just fine. Oh, and then, so if I do... Yeah, okay, so it's, you have to do it within a certain amount of time there too. So, should add a mouse sensitivity in the settings. On default settings can easily get 360s in slow-mo because usually in the air. Well, that's true. I guess I could bump up my... There we go. So then super mouse sensitivity. So if I do the... Yeah, it's... I don't know. It's... There's something here. I'm not feeling it just yet, but I think that's why you've got 20 days to work on it, so... Like, it's somewhere in between, like, tedious and interesting. Well, and I also can't tell if it's fun to play a shooter. I might also just be like, oh, look, it's fun to do a jump like that. So... So like I said, I think the shooting is fun, but yeah, you spend something to reload. Yeah, I think I'm already. I think I'm getting myself motion sick actually. Unfortunately. Okay, I think I'm good. That's my feedback. The shooting feels good. I'm not sold on the spin to win. But and it does have the possibility of motion sickness, which I think I was starting to feel. So but yeah, I it's not that I was forcing myself to play it. I was just trying to give it a fair shake. Just cuz I'm curious if the idea will work. Right now I'm not sold. But I'm curious, so. But I should head to bed because I've got another long day tomorrow, and I kind of want to eat something, I think. I think I should eat some kind of dinner. So, it's been good. I will be back Wednesday, probably. We'll see. Because I kind of had to rush it to get back to do this stream. Although we made some good progress today, and they were talking about, like, we might be able to finish earlier on Wednesday, which means closer to regular hours, which means I should be able to come back and stream on Wednesday. So, And I'll probably be doing more of this silly planet thing too. Because I think we're trying to push to actually finish it instead of having yet another project that is not finished. So most likely I'll be back with this on Wednesday. But we shall see. And there'll be updates in the Discord if I change my plans. Oh, and I think there's the Twitch stories too. I could put I could put it somewhere else, but so bye-bye. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'll be back on Wednesday.